What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I'm Feather. Welcome back to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for participating in and supporting my channel, liking, sharing, subscribing, donating, of course, scheduling readings with me. All of my information is in the description box below. And if you're here during the live, thumbs up, click the live chat button down below, and come say hi to me over here. We're gonna talk about it, whatever it may be. We're gonna see what comes out. See if I get you some advice. Let's do this thing. I hope you're all doing well after the holidays. Of course, this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching currently during the live, I hope you're all doing great and having a wonderful holiday. Something that you might be going through. Let's do a little. And thanks for all of you listening to the podcast out there. I totally appreciate it and love you. Let's do this. Something we need to talk about. Ooh, the self, gathering your power. So some of y'all are resting, regaining your power. Oh my goodness. Some of you got some Kundalini awakening coming. What's up? Passionate. Let's see. Just look at the picture. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Dan. Some of you may be going through some sort of Kundalini awakening. Hello. That's intense. Very passionate moments. Regaining your power, your strength. Okay. Regaining your confidence, your prowess as well. Let's talk about it. Sup. Let's talk about it. We got some new cards on the table today. And I'm excited to use them. Dragon power. Roar. Let's see. Look at that. Unicorns. Okay, so some of you have been going through a very confusing time, unsure of which direction to go. See these unicorns, they're kind of like in the movie The Legend. Don't pay attention to my nails. Hey, it's been a holiday season. You know what I'm saying? Washing dishes, cleaning, scrubbing. Yeah, you get it. Anywho, this is kind of going through some, it's like the movie The Legend with Tom Cruise, one of his original movies, and Tim Curry. If you haven't seen it, it's a cult classic. It's amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to pull it on the shelf and watch it today. Now that I'm saying this, but there's definitely a devil. There's temptation in the movie, and there are unicorns. There's like one unicorn left. There's two, but you got to see the movie. I'm not gonna say anything else. But it's like they're trying to run around. There's confusion, so maybe you've just been running around trying to figure out what's been going on. Maybe you've been dealing with multiple people. Yeah, so it says gentleness, but this is like a river or a creek with rocks underneath the water. But even when you're trying to, say you're trying to gain clarity, it's still broken. The clarity's broken. There's a fog there. So maybe you've just been in some sort of confusion, some sort of daze where you're not really sure who to choose, what direction you're heading. Okay. Inner garden, good Lord. So I do see that this is changing. Okay. This is beautiful. Look at that. I love that. Natural hair, flowers in their hair. I want to see somebody do that. Send me a picture if you've got hair like that. That's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, it's like you're maintaining your calm even through the chaos. And of course, at the time I'm reading this, it is the holiday season. There's probably a lot of hustle and bustle going on. You probably got people in and out of your house, or you're traveling and you're doing all kinds of stuff. But I feel this is more so mental energy, like your mental, emotional energy. Well, you're in the process of coming through a foggy time, a time of confusion, seeing how this is actually progressing. It's actually really beautiful. Going from fog to more clearer picture, gaining more clarity through time or in time, and being at peace with what's going on. So even if you are going through a time or a period of craze or insanity or whatever you've got going on in your life, it's like, okay, things will be working out. Things are clearing up, or you're starting to see things more clearly. I love that. I hope you had a great holiday, Dan. How are you and your peeps doing? So for this being your overall card, you're about to, some of you may be going through a Kundalini awakening where, let me tell you something. Kundalini awakenings, if you don't know what that is, that just means there's a sexual power and a power surge that comes from underneath. Let's say it just opens up, and so you may feel more passionate, you may feel more desire, you may be feeling more creative, you may have a sudden urge to create and do or make things, or have lots of passionate sex. There's just lots of stuff that goes with that passion, not just sex, but it's like creativity, determination, drive. And when that surge happens, it travels up your spine, and it's like all of a sudden, boom, these ideas, creation, creativity. It's kind of a manic kind of energy, but it's just so powerful at the same time. But you can look into that if that's something you're interested in. But you're about to do something. You're about to get something done. So this could be like you just sitting back and thinking of all the things that need to get done, and you're like, I don't have the energy, the time, or the money for that. And then this is more as you sit back and you think about it more and more, it's like, okay, I'm gaining the clarity on what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how it needs to be done. And then you're just like, I'm kind of calm about it. I'm chill about it. I don't have to rush. I don't have to do it. And then all of a sudden, boom, sudden burst of energy. Get it done. Go for it. Rawr, kind of like a lion. They need lots of naps and stuff. But when a predator or a prey, or not a predator, but when prey comes in or some kind of disturbance comes into the area, they're going to pounce on it. So they'll watch it, and they'll watch it, and they'll sit and they'll watch, and then boom, all of a sudden they're going to take action on it. You know what I mean? Blessed. Help put out the Christmas spread. Nice. I'm hungry now. Thanks. Wife and I both got a few nice gifts. Aww. Good. I'm glad. Positives are great. Mine was awesome. I had several days of just cooking and gifting and visiting, and I'm good right now. I'm good. I'm back in my element. I'm just like good. All right, let's take it to the tarot and see what comes out. This is great energy. It's like confusion. It's getting clearer. I'm cool about it. Bam! Happens every time. Let's see, what is this referring to? Let's talk about it. What's this referring to? Okay. Could be home life, money. Yeah, it could be money, work life, home life. Whether or not you're going through a breakup. This could be any number of things. So I'm going to put this here as far as the confusion. What are you telling me? It is involving work. Look at there. So some of you, it's like, I'm not sure whether, well, at this time, maybe you overspent. Maybe you haven't been caring for your house as much because you've just been focusing on work. This is work life, home life, all of it's associated with this. Like, do I want to be in a relationship? Am I in a relationship? Am I not in a relationship? But I believe this is self and work and money and finances for a lot of you. But that makes total sense right now at this time as being a challenge. So some of you may have lost a job, may need more money. What's up, Lioness, you beautiful thing? And this is kind of what you've been focusing on. If you went through a breakup, or if you're not in a relationship and you're wanting to be, or maybe you went through a divorce, or maybe you're just kind of like, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this person. What are we? It's just you're focusing on work and not really focusing on the confusion of whatever this has been. Okay. Okay, so there's the decision that definitely needs to be made in regards to this confusion. So if you've had a if you've had some confusion, and okay, so this is either somebody you can't trust. It is a person. It is a person. This is a person. It's not about you. Although you are single and you are more than you're for whom this is for, it's like you're single and you're really focusing on your work and you're trying to figure out what's going on with a situation. You're not in an actual stable relationship, okay? Not for who this is for, whom this is for. You got an offer just recently, or you haven't received an offer you've been waiting for. So you're beginning to lose faith in or lack trust in whatever this person is to you, whomever this person is. I mean, it could be a job, like you're like, yeah, it's not really giving me what I want, what I desire. It's not really paying my bills like I need them to, or something like that. It could be work with all the pentacles. But this is confusion. Like, do I leave this? Do I leave this behind? Do I go after another job? Maybe you haven't received that offer yet, or a job offer yet. But for most of you, I believe this is a person. And the reason why I say that is just the feeling I get, because you're just waiting for information. You're waiting for this person to return. And of course, if you're waiting on a job, you're waiting for the callback, basically. Okay. So this is a callback of a relationship you're waiting on, or you've been waiting on, or has just recently happened. So the confusion here is on the judgment here. There's a decision that has to be made. Big one. So if we're talking about a relationship and you're talking to a person that has just recently returned, it's like, or you're waiting for them to return and they haven't. There's a judgment on this. So it's like you're trying to gain your clarity. What do I do here? What do I do with this? What do I do with this person that just returned? Or what do I do if I don't get that call back? You know, plenty of options, plenty of opportunities, but you got to take some sort of action. But a decision has to be made before you can take action, right? Like, okay, well, where am I going to go next? Where am I going to apply next? Where am I going to go to put in my resumes next? Or what questions do I ask this person? Or if this person hasn't returned, what do I do now? There's a big decision on this, okay? And you are gaining that information over, this is like right now. This is happening in the now. It's like all happening so suddenly. So I don't know how long you've been dealing with this confusion. It's been quite a while for some of you 2 months, some of you 2 years. It's going to depend on your situation. Of course, each one of you's, I can't break it down completely as a general reading. You know what I mean? It may resonate, it may not resonate. But what I'm seeing here is you've just been really focusing on getting what needs to be done. So in regards to like work life, home life, it's like working on work, making the money, trying to pay what I can, but I'm not where I want to be. I want a better job so I can really have a better lifestyle, live in more luxury, that kind of thing. If this is a relationship, you've been focusing on you. You're more single than nothing. You're more single than anything. And that's where the energy is confusing me. So let's take it from here about a relationship, okay? So if you're dealing with somebody or you're waiting on somebody, it's like you're waiting for this information to come in, and you're losing faith in it because you haven't received an offer, or you're feeling like you can't trust this person and you're kind of guarded. You're like, I'm just waiting for some more information. Whether that's how they feel about you, if it's similar, if the emotions are exchanged, or if they're similar, if you still feel the same way about this person. I really don't think so, but you're making a decision. You're gaining this information. There's Aries, Taurus energy. We've also got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Um, there's a definite action that needs to be taken, and it may happen just like out of the blue, like all of a sudden. You gain this information or you make this decision, and it's like, bam, everything happens. So we're going to see where this goes. Although you're calm about it, you're very calm about it. Your heart center is not being affected at all. Something about the stability in this connection. Somebody may have disrespected you. They may have put you as a third party. You know, you may have found out they've got another partner. There's just a lot of confusion. We're going to have to tap into that just a little bit more. So you're making this decision. You are making this decision. You are walking away from this. You're not dealing with it. This is a situation that, and it doesn't matter what sign this is. It's more about the confusion here. Let's talk about that some more, especially involving a relationship. You know, if it's involving work, there's plenty of other options. It's like, if you need more money, go get it. Are you really efforting? Are you really putting the work in that you need to put in if you work for yourself? That kind of stuff. Really think about that. When it comes to a relationship, you've got another person involved. And it's like something about the past coming in here. What am I hearing? Reviewing the past. You're reviewing the past. So this is somebody you have history with, somebody you know. This is somebody you know, somebody you have history with for sure. I don't care if you call it a soul bond or whatever. There's history here. You know this person, and you're waiting for this person. This person likes to confuse you. This person likes to confuse you. I don't like that. It's like they whisper sweet nothings, or they tell you sweet things, or they reminisce about the past, but they don't actually do anything. They don't actually put forth the effort. This person likes to confuse. Why? There it is. Okay. They like to confuse you. They keep it at a 3 of Pentacles. That sucks. Okay. So this is some shit right here, right here. I don't like this energy of this person. I'm actually, they're not wanting to tell me. They're not wanting to tell me through the cards. I'm actually I'm having to pick it up in the ethereal here. Give me just a second. I'll tell you what I got. This person likes to confuse. This person is there's an immaturity difference here for sure. I don't know if it's because this person sees how well you're doing financially or by yourself, and that you can maintain life on your own and do it all by yourself. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's telling me, go a little deeper, go a little deeper. Of course, you know I'm gonna. Nosy like that. So there was an ending here, a betrayal or an ending here. Okay. There wasn't an actual, how do I put this? You have history with this person. Person has a history of confusing you because they show up in page energy. Okay. It's like they see how well you're doing and they want to talk to you, or they see you have a glow up and they come back. So somehow they're watching you or getting information about how well you're doing. Maybe they're on your social media. Look, if you've had a betrayal by somebody and you've had an ending, sever those ties and get them off of your social media and make that shit private or something. God dang, exes need to go. You know what I mean? But we hold on to them. We let them have that doorway in, or that view into our life. They don't deserve that. You know what I mean? If somebody lied to you, betrayed you, so this person says they want to recover things, but again, they never invest. The Knight of Coins reversed. They want to make things right. They want to mend things. They want to mend after the betrayal. They want to pull out the swords that they caused you. They want to pull out the daggers and the swords that they've put in you. So all the pain that they've caused you, they want to help repair it. But they don't actually do what needs to be done. They lay down. I mean, this may be a person that Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins come back up. This is like, how do they benefit you? Do they actually, it's like they stall. They don't put any work into it. They don't put any effort into it. There's no action here other than communication. There's no pentacle energy. That means this is a person that you could be LDR, long distance relationship, where they're all talk, no action. This is all talk, no action. Okay? So you're over here maintaining you and your stability in life. Okay? You may not have enough money to maintain anybody else's life. Okay? And this right here is somebody that's not bringing any benefit to you. You understand? It's not of a benefit to you. Your higher self, your highest self says this is not the path. I'm not standing up for this. Your strength and energy, your inner perseverance, your inner masculinity says take no action on this. Stand your ground, or stand down, back down, pull, retreat. Okay, when an emperor retreats, that means they pull everything inside of their castle, inside of their walls, and they protect, okay? They start putting all of the protection. They protect all of their people. They close up the gates they put the portcullis up. They bring in the drawbridge. They put all of their troops around the top to preserve what's inside the empire, what's inside the castle, okay? Hey, Robin. And neither part of your spiritual self or your physical self says go for this. You do not respect this person. You're showing me you do not respect this person. Okay? So this is your energy saying, I am making a decision. I am retreating. I am pulling my energy all the way back, and I am walking away. That is my decision. I have to leave this behind. I have to leave this behind. And it's like, I don't care. I mean, you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be dealing with anybody. But this is your spiritual self, your highest self, saying, don't go that way. That's not your true path. That's not your true north. And your emperor is already saying, retreat. Dang. So, there was already an ending here at some point, maybe even betrayal. This is not a good energy, but you're already saying, I'm losing interest. I've lost interest. I don't trust this person. I don't trust what they say. And they come back, or you're wanting them to come back, but your energy is saying you don't respect them already. You know not to go towards that, because it's caused you so much confusion already. Oh, but they keep it at a friendship level. Okay? They keep it at a friendship level because they don't want to. It's like they will barely cooperate. So this may be somebody that'll talk about the past, that'll reminisce about the past. They'll talk about the good old times, and but it's not about forward focus. It's not about laying down roots. It's not about any of that. It's like, let's talk about the past and bring you back into the memories of us, and let's catch up. It's like a friendly connection, they're not interested in investing all the way. They don't invest. They don't even action or take action. And it's like they can't. Okay? That's their decision. They may have other options. Okay? So your energy, we're talking about energy here. I'm talking about what's in the flow of the energy of the people that are going to resonate with this. This is a person who's more than likely returned, or you have history with, maybe childhood, maybe went to school with them, maybe you have children with them, I don't know. But for some reason, you're saying, and we're going to find out why, you're saying, I'm on guard. I don't trust this person. They've already disrespected me. Okay. Because they've lied to you. You trust. Yeah. You've already put down this burden. You've already healed from this. There you go. Oh my gosh. There's the 6. There they are again. The 6 cups. Okay. So you do have history with this person. And, you know, I gotta say, you're ready for new, and you're not denying this from yourself anymore. Your highest self and your strongest power energy is saying, retreat from this. This is no good for you. I don't see devil energy or anything on this, but what I am seeing, that this person has a very immature, I mean, maybe you divorced them or something like that, but there's an immature energy here where it's like they pull you back into the past. Help me out, Fred. It's like they pull you back into the past. And I rock. So if y'all don't like that, whatever. I do swivel, I sway, and I rock when I'm uncomfortable in an energy. It's just my way of doing things. This is an uncomfortable energy because this person does find out things, or when they see that you're doing well for yourself, they come back in. Or they already know that you're great on your own. You don't need anybody kind of deal. So they pop in from time to time, check in on you, but they always draw you back into the reminiscing of the past. You do have history with this person. I don't know if you dated them or if you were married to them, but I'm getting a feeling that what hurts you, or what makes you you do not respect this person, because it's like they draw you back, they reminisce, they talk about the what ifs or the what used to be's and the what could be's or whatever, but that's it. Nothing goes further. They don't commit. They don't change anything. There's not even sex on the board here. There's not even physical touch on the board here. There's nothing happening here. You're about to take some sort of action. If you haven't already, you're about to take some sort of action in regards to this person. And that action is completely retreating, pulling your energy all the way back from this person and realizing that this person has disrespected you. Because let me tell you something. I don't care if you're right next door to the person or 1,000 miles away or further. Talk is cheap if it's not backed up by action. You understand? And if you are allowing yourself to hold on to somebody that's just barely, they're giving you false hope, or they're reminiscing about the past with you, and is it just friendship? Does it need to be just friendship? Because I don't see it going anywhere else. And at a certain point, I believe that you stop lying to yourself about this and what it could be, and you head towards the new. Okay? Because, it's going to take some reflection on your part in order to gain this clarity, if you haven't already. But, it's like, it could be an Aquarius and whatever. It could be anybody. But it's like you need to stop burdening yourself with this. Okay? The fact of the matter is, stop burdening yourself and do your healing and really reflect on this. Because I believe you have desired this person for quite some time. Maybe you've desired marriage, commitment with this person, but they don't. It's deadlocked. Nothing's happening. So talk is cheap. And if you're waiting for somebody who's just, maybe this person said, I'll return one day. We can get together one day. We can get back together one day. Sometimes we just have to do that hard look for our best self and say, you know what? I'm tired of the fog. I'm tired of not knowing. I'm tired of the confusion. I'm ready for peace because this is too difficult for me. It's been a confusing bunch of bullshit. Your energy is saying you are so done with the confusion. You're tired of dealing with what could be, why haven't they, what's going on. Remember that you need to know what self-worth is, what self-value is. And you can sit here and say, oh yeah, I value myself, I love myself, I would never. And at the same time, you could also be sitting there waiting for somebody that you haven't talked to in months to return. Why? If they're not reaching out to you, that's no action. Okay? If they're spying on or liking your posts, or you've seen that they've read your messages, stop reaching out to them if they're not reaching out to you. If they're leaving you on red, or if they've left you on red, stop reaching out to them, because you're not respecting yourself if you're chasing somebody that's not even trying. They're not even trying. Okay? And you have a history of this. Either you have a history of this with people or this person. This person's not even trying. Zero 3D energy other than, oh yeah, we can be friends. Really, truly look at that pattern with this person or with other people. If you're chasing people, or if you have a history of long distance relationships where they just, talk is cheap. It's barely communication. They'll reminisce about the good old times. They'll keep coming back and doing that, which engages your emotions, but you never actually get anything from this person. Nothing. And if you're dealing with somebody who's married or in another partnership, and again, this person says they're going to leave them, they say they're going to do this, that, or but they never take any action, or you're still hanging on and it's like 4 months later and you haven't seen this person, you're like, oh my God, I love this person. Really, you really need to look at you. You really need to look at you and your self-worth. And I'm not trying to dog you out, but if you're dealing with a situation like that, that's not commitment. And you need to commit to yourself. And it may be hard. It may be tough love time for yourself. Really get serious about, can you trust this person? Because you're showing me you can't. It's time for you to get serious and pull back your energy from a situation where you ain't heard from this person. They've silent treatmented you, or they've ghosted you. They've pulled back their energy from you. Now what do? You got to look at your self-worth here. Yep. Because you've been stuck in this 5 of Cups energy. That's the confusion. They tangled up your emotions. They got you excited emotionally. So this could have been somebody that returned after you haven't heard from them for a long time. And then, and then they pull back their energy for several weeks or several months. And you're like, but either they told you they were going to make something work with you, they wanted to get back together, or they told you that they were going to leave their wife or their husband or whatever, and then they would get back to you. Look, y'all need to stop waiting for these fools. Relationships are complicated, but the one should not ever be complicated is the one with yourself. You should always know whether or not somebody is committed to you. Okay? But if you're sitting here waiting and you're not you could have 10 other people trying to ask you out, but you would never see a smile. You would never get that email. You would never get that text. You would never go out on that date because you're too busy holding on to something that is not even efforting for you. So If somebody is telling you they love you and they haven't seen you in a while and they want to come back and they want to make things work, or they reminisce about the past, they keep you in a pattern of hopeful. Okay, they keep you in this like loop of, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. It gauges your emotions, you get excited about it, and you wait for this person. Okay, and then that confuses you when you don't hear from them for weeks or months, days, weeks, months, years. Hopefully not. What are you missing out on in life? What opportunities are you missing out on if you're not seeing this? Same thing goes. If you're holding yourself back from this, what other opportunities in life are you holding yourself back? You know, if you're holding yourself waiting for this person, there's not taking any action, not taking any accountability or holding up. I mean, it's like stalled, standstill, zero effort. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? That's the pain. It's like it causes you emotional confusion because they're not, that's like the final cup. Thank you. This is truth. That's like the final cup. The one that would make you the happiest is the one that says they're actually efforting or showing up in the 3D. This person's not. So this is like somebody that's texting you and never doing anything. They never ask you out. It's just texting. It's like online dating and you're just texting back and forth and they never actually say, well, here's my number. Call me if you're interested. Or text me if you're interested. And, or I would like to get to know you better on a more personal level. I would like to take it to texting or talking on the phone. And then from there, if we have a connection, we could possibly plan a date, you know? So it's like, it's just texting back and forth. It's never elevating to anything else other than slight communication. But for some reason, there's a history here. So it's either a pattern you have with people in relationships or, bye, Dan. Love you, man. See you around. Happy New Year. This is the pattern with this person or with people. Okay. And it's tough love time for Leos. All right. It's tough love time because there's a transformation within yourself that's not happening. You're holding yourself back from other opportunities, better opportunities, when you're holding yourself in a pattern, waiting for somebody that just confuses you. They confuse you mentally. They confuse you emotionally. Okay. So what we have to do here is, excuse me, put down the burden of staying stuck. Why are you stuck? Why are you not seeing this? Why are you not moving forward? Why haven't you seen this pattern? Why aren't you looking at this? Because you're excited about them possibly returning. Oh, it's my soulmate. Oh, they're returning, or they told me they would come back, or they told me that we could make this work. Well, until you see boots on the ground and hands in the dirt, once you tell this person, hey, you know what? I respect myself and I do well for myself. I don't need another person. No, but I don't need a person to continually tell me they're going to do something and they're not going to do it. This is very similar to online dating. Now, the reason why I'm going to say this is because I dealt with this so many times. I took 3 years. I'll have to write a book about it. Excuse me. You're not talking to this person. There's no communication with you and this person. The action that has to be taken is with yourself. So here's the deal. I took 3 years and online dated. I just studied online dating. Me as the lab. I can't tell you how many first dates I went on, boy, but I wasn't interested in actual dating. I was interested in finding out how it works. You know, how people work, meeting people. I did so many meet and greets, I can't even tell you. And people are fucked up. I'm going to tell you that too. But there are some great people out there as well. But that 3 years, and this was several years ago, that 3 years that I did that, it was more of like a project for upcoming books. But I could tell you some stories. This is very similar to that person that texts you constantly. They'll constantly text you. They may phone call you every now and then, but they never show up. They never ask you out on the date. They never initiate shit. They never initiate anything other than a text or a phone call or some sort of slight conversation or communication. They never elevate it, okay? In the online dating or in dating, what I've noticed is that you've got three types of people. Ones that will never initiate or elevate a connection. Ones that will pace it and elevate it. Y'all, I cut myself. So forgive my little band-aid here. And then the ones that will actually fast forward it because they want something else. Okay, so those are the three people. You got to be able to know which ones to deal with. This is a situation where you're already upset with this person. You don't respect them energetically. You're saying there is an element here that I'm feeling where you say either this person disrespected you and in turn you don't respect them. They did something to you to cause you to have a resentment or a disrespect for them. Like, I don't respect you at all. You know? This could be that they did divorce you or you divorced them, or that you were in a relationship and y'all broke up at some point, or this could have been that you found out that they had another partner. And again, for some of you, it's just like they don't elevate it or escalate it to actual relationship. They just sit and talk on the phone or text me, but they never do anything else. Not even physically. Nothing. So this is something that you got to be tough love on yourself with. Okay. That's the inner garden. That's your tough love. You are the CEO. You're the boss of yourself and your life. Okay. You do not wait for people to choose you. You choose people. What does that mean? It means you're open to allow and receive people to come into you or opportunities to come into you. But you are ultimately the one that says yes or no, stay or go. Okay? So I think there's been some confusion here in relationships with some people that you want somebody to choose you, and it needs to be switched. It's tough love time, and you have to say, enough is enough. This person isn't choosing me, but I don't have to sit here and be confused waiting for this person to communicate or waiting for them to take action or waiting for them to do anything. I need to focus on myself. I need to get busy on my work. I need to get busy on my house, my finances. I need to be getting busy doing my own thing and not so much focused on them, and put down this burden of waiting for them to return or any of that and make the fucking decision myself. If they haven't spoken to me in quite a while and they keep texting me or calling me or whatever, but they never initiate, like ask me out on a date, or they never advance the relationship, it's not advancing. It's not going anywhere. Okay. And you may be thinking, just it's a dud. It's a dud. And that's okay. But you're the boss and the CEO. And as that, your emperor is out here. And so is your Hierophant, saying this isn't the way to go. Okay. So what do we need to do, CEO boss? We need to make a decision. How is this benefiting me? How is this benefiting me? Instead of going, do they choose me? Will they come back? No. That's the wrong kind of energy. You've been holding on in that energy too long. It's time to flip this towards, I make the decisions for me that are best for me. And it's time for me to make some drastic changes here for myself. What benefit is this person giving me? We may talk and reminisce about the past. Okay. But they never do anything. Okay. Well, then that's barely commitment. That's barely friendship. That's barely cooperation. It should never be you going towards them and saying and doing all the chasing and doing all the work. If they're not part of the solution, they're the problem. You understand? Okay? That's been the problem the whole time. That's what caused the confusion. They're not stepping up to the plate, and it's time that you stop battling yourself, stop fighting yourself, and realize that this is not the right path for you. If this is resonating for you, stop fighting it. Stop fighting them. Stop chasing them. Stop confusing yourself. Stop fighting yourself about it. Okay? And bring yourself to King of Wands status. That's you regaining your power and understanding that this is not going to work out long term, that this is not something that you're interested in balancing with. You'd rather take your time and being single and free and being in your own energy and seeing it clearly. You have to, it's tough love time for my Leos, and it sucks sometimes, but if there's no relationship stability, or if they're in another relationship, how long are you going to wait? You could be out here living your best life right now, but instead you're stuck waiting for this person. Maybe they'll communicate. Maybe they won't. Maybe I'll hear from them. Maybe I won't. It's really time for you to withdraw your energy and really review this and be tough with yourself about it. If it's unstable, if it's unhealthy, if they're married to somebody else or in another relationship, if nothing is happening here other than we kind of talk every now and then, but we don't go in. I see no physical or 3D action at all. So this is all communication. That's why I said this is more online or long distance than anything, because there's nothing happening in the 3D. Change the way you do things. Instead of doing long distance or online shit, maybe start doing things differently or start dating differently, locally, stuff like that. I don't know, but it's tough love time for you. You need to get real with yourself. What's up, Dejana? Them's the words, them's the messages. That's what I got for you today. Let me see if I can get a love message from this person that's causing all this confusion. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. There's nothing wrong with loving this person. Okay, I see that there's mutual friendship or mutual love there. There's nothing wrong with caring about a person. No. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. If this person has already confused you, they keep you confused, and they keep you in that 5 of Cups energy, you're going to continue to call in and attract that kind of shit. So you're going to continue to stay stuck in it. So it's tough love time. Okay. What is the message here? It is a magnetic connection with this person. Okay. It's like you're about to make a big decision here with this person. What is it about the magnetic connection? What is it about it? Just one card. What is it about that magnetic connection? Soul bond. Okay. That's what keeps you stuck. It doesn't matter what the label is. It doesn't matter. How do they treat you? How do they show up for you? What is the benefit for you? How do you benefit from this connection? That's what I want you to ask yourself. And that's what you're failing to see. Tough love time here for my Leos. So get tough with it. Get real with it, because you're about to take big, bold action on this. Okay? You're about to get fired up about this. And you should. And you should definitely regain your power and your strength and your confidence. Because this is a situation where maybe you've been stuck in this. Them's the words, them's the message. That's what I got for you for the reading. But now it's time for me to wrap it up. And I'm going to say this. In a situation like this, where there's so much confusion and there's a lack of clarity, maybe sometimes there's clarity and sometimes there's communication, and that makes you feel good or whatever. Or maybe you feel like this is a special soul bond or something like that. Okay, well, soul bonds are great and wonderful. But guess what? There's a lesson attached to this one. Judgment came out twice. The lesson that's attached to this is about your own self-worth and what you are allowing in life from this person. And I can't do it for you. I can only, guide you and tell you what I see, whether it resonates for you or not. Don't force it to fit, okay? But in a situation where you are constantly clouded and unsure about what somebody wants with you, or whether it's going to grow, or whether or not, so you're sitting here wondering, waiting, hoping, wishing somebody will reach out to you. Maybe one day they'll ask you on a date. Maybe one day they'll take action. Maybe you'll even hear from them one day. Okay? But that one day, how long are you going to wait for that one day? When you could have so much else going on around you that you're not even seeing. You're blind to it. You're blind to the other options and the beauty in your world because you're so confused by this person. You allow this person to hold you back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you allow yourself to stay stuck on a person that isn't showing up for you. They're barely even communicating, if they're communicating at all. Maybe a text. Maybe you're the one that has to reach out to them. I don't know. For most of you, there's no communication there. But it's like you're missing out on life and the beauty in life and the opportunities the universe has around you because you're so stuck on this person that just keeps you clouded and confused. Okay? What is the benefit for you in that? Wouldn't you rather be looking beautiful and enjoying all these flowers and the abundance of the world and enjoying life instead of watching tarot every day? Instead of living your life stuck here with me all the time? I only attract people that really, truly need assistance. I attract people that need the help. And this is one of those tough love moments where you got to look at yourself and what you're doing. This is a power move right here. And this power is like, you may have to cut this person out of your life. You may have to just friend zone this person because nothing is going anywhere. What is the benefit in this for you? There is a major life lesson attached to this. I feel for most of you it's self-worth because this is what's going on around you. Growth and abundance on every level. Look how beautiful, but you're blind to it. You can't see the opportunities for new growth and new abundances and new relationships because you're still stuck in this confusing situation that you're allowing to cloud your judgment. You're allowing it to keep you stuck and held back from a beautiful relationship that you're actually wanting. This person isn't the one. Let's just put it this way. Can people change? Yes. We can hold on to the hope that people can change, but let's not hold ourselves down or back anymore, waiting for somebody to change right in front of our eyes. If a person has returned and they're still doing bullshit, or they haven't returned and they're still doing bullshit, they're still showing up the same way as page energy, there's an immaturity difference, there's a disrespect, and there's already been betrayal and stuff. Why are we waiting for somebody to return that has already hurt us so many times? We're just continuing to hurt ourselves when we are stuck and not moving forward away from somebody like that. You understand what I mean? They can hurt you all day long. They can do whatever, okay? But the worst part is that you're disrespecting yourself by staying stuck in it, waiting for a person that's not doing anything, not at this time and not for the next 3 months. And in the meantime, you're missing out on life's opportunities, beautiful opportunities in life, because you don't want to look at it. Maybe you don't want to go out and date. You're holding a safe space for this person. Do they deserve that? Do they deserve that? What's the benefit in it for you? You're the boss. You're not somebody's plaything, play toy, or something that, if or when they want to reach out to you, they will or they can. No, you deserve somebody's attention. You deserve somebody's respect and loyalty and all of it. If that's what you're wanting, you deserve it. The only person that has to know that is you. Now go after it, because you got major power energy coming. And that's you time. Maybe you need to give this person a time out. or maybe you need to sever ties with this person. I think that's already happened, but it's finally time for realization and taking action on it. You understand? For those that this resonated for, I love you all. Thank you so much for your time and for reaching out for scheduling services. All of my information is in the description box. Tough love time. How does this benefit you? You're the boss. Let's do this thing, okay? Get your power back. Get your confidence back. And you'll be surprised that when you finally realize this and you actually look at it and are honest with yourself, your energy is going to shift immediately when you finally make this decision. You'll be surprised at how great you feel and how much attention you get after you finally cut ties with this thing, whatever this thing is, or whomever that person is. And I don't believe most of you are talking to that person at all. Them's the words, them's messages. That's what I got for you today. Like, share, subscribe. See me on my other channels real soon. Namaste.